Hello, hope we're doing well. Thanks for joining me yet again. I see you out on the road. Good afternoon instead of good morning from me. It's just going to 12:15. Just heading out actually because it's been very frosty overnight, a bit of a severe frost actually, and something else happened as well, which I'll tell you about a little bit further up the road. So what was I saying? Yeah, this morning I decided to take the tyres off and put them on the way around after somebody told me on the channel that I put them on back to front. Didn't think it made much difference to be fair, but I thought it'd be a straightforward job, get it done. Yeah, it was more or less a straightforward job until I tried to put the tyre back on, struggling one tyre. So yeah, ended up having to go to the shop and everything, some more tubes and what have you. I finally got going. Thankfully it's reasonably quiet down Cleethorpes. So in today's ride, it's mostly around Grimsby and Cleethorpes and the villages, because there's only about 3 hours left in today, so might as well stay local sort of thing. Some miles, any kind of miles is better than none at all, I guess. I'm actually hoping to get a century in this weekend. I've got, from now on, as long as lockdown's in place, I now have a 3-day weekend. Work wanted me in on Mondays, actually physically in the office. I told her where to go, so they furloughed me on a Monday. I was like, yes, thank you very much. So got 2 more days to hopefully get a century in. It's not worth the risk going out on really icy mornings just to get a century in. So I'm just heading towards Grimsby docks at the moment. Hopefully I'll be able to cycle on through the dock area just fine. I'm also going to be heading up to a new section of road between Grimsby and Immingham. Hopefully I can get through. I know it's not open to traffic just yet, but I've been told you can get through all right, so we're going to check that out as well. Riding along here today reminds me of a video I put up a few weeks ago. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Is it Steve Irwin? That's not right, is it? The guy who did that war film. What was that war film called? That one. There's some piece of artwork around here. I showed. If I want to go and find it, I'll stick the video in the corner. A little bit of off-road at this section of this road. And is that the gate locked? Hope not. Bastards have locked it. No way can I get my bike over that. Or me. So as you can see, I'm wearing my down jacket today. It's that cold. Although now it's starting to feel quite warm actually. I just really fancy going out on my bike wearing my down jacket. I've always wanted to do it. Probably been a bit more suitable as first thing this morning when it was much colder. But then the roads would have been a bit dicey, so just coming up to the turning now. This new road is. If it's not open, I'm blaming Chris Scalehorn. But I'll let you off because it's a Saturday if I find it closed. Let's find out. It's supposed to be a cycle track alongside it. I'm guessing it's pretty much the same as this one on the left, which is essentially a path. It's closed. I know the road had closed signs today all the way down. I'm like, I'll give it a try anyway. But yeah, actually the path's digging up. It's a Saturday. It's coronavirus. Apparently making roads is that important. They have to keep going. Well, wasn't my intention at all, but here I am on the north wall. Dock tower off in the distance there. I actually used to go this way on the way to work every morning, so I don't know why I just didn't turn back, come down that road instead of going through the mud and everything, because I'm sure the bike's absolutely filthy now. It's not a mountain bike, Richard, got to remind yourself. I'm just going to stop and have a Snickers, I think, a Snicker bar. Because I could have started at 12, I didn't have anything to eat, and now I'm hungry already. Look how calm it is. Just think, I used to commute this way day in, day out for maybe a year and a half. How privileged was I, looking back at it, to have this as a daily commute. Although it didn't feel like much of a privilege when it's pissing down with rain. Or blowing a gale, which I often used to cycle down here. All weathers, didn't care. On it. Looking at these fishermen makes me wonder, will this latest lockdown work? Because everything seems to be okay to do now, doesn't it? I'm now the other side of Immingham, heading down Roxton Lane. Literally just stopped at Subway in the town centre. I haven't had a sub since the jog back in July. I tell you, it's really nice, but I tell you what, all this time without eating one, when you look at the price and go £4.29, £4.90, whatever it was, you think it's just a glorified sandwich for over £4. I'm never going to do that again. So just heading through the farm in the direction of the woods. This used to be a regular place I used to come to walk the dog, and as I was getting into cycling, cycle as well. Used to leave Immingham, cycle along here up to Keelby, and turn left, come back down Little London, Stallingborough. I used to think that was a long ride. It was probably about 4 miles, 5 miles, something like that. No, it's nothing, is it? Heading alongside Roxton Woods now. Got to be careful. It's in the shade. Liable to be some black ice. Yeah, so most of my ride, as you can already tell, up to this point has been urban. Essentially not out in the countryside. Well, as little as possible in the countryside, because you often get things like this, don't you, where you're alongside the woods, got pockets in the shadows, ungritted roads, black ice, things like that to contend with. I'm hoping the next couple of days for you to get out and do a few more miles, but for now stuck on the short rides, or maybe town loops and things like that. Zwift as well. Not forgetting Zwift. I've just got myself back on Zwift. You might notice my routes on Strava. Trying to get into that, especially in the week as well. I'm at work, quick hour on the bike inside, I've been looking about, trying to go outside, getting dressed and all that sort of thing. So I'm just going into Keelby now. Gonna be heading down the A18, just a little while, and then going back into town again via Healing. And it's pretty much town riding after that. Yeah, we'll be going into New Waltham at some point. Well, I hope you found this video interesting. It's been difficult to get any sort of coherent stories together recently because I've not been on the bike so much. I'd like to hear from you in the comments below. How's lockdown affected you and your riding? Oh my god, somebody's got their legs out. Heading along the A18 towards Grimsby now. In fact, I have to go change my mind. I was going to go towards Healing, left at these next crossroad, turn left and right to go down, I can't remember, it's back road into Healing. Instead I'm going to Aylesbury, I think. Why not mix it up a bit? I've got a route, but to hell with the route. So I'm going to do, head down the dual carriageway, take the first left to Aylesby, and take some off-road towards the Laceby bypass there, and join the path into Bradley Crossroads that way. Cuts the route out a bit, but a bit of memories really for some off-road at Aylesby, so I'm going to go that way. I often rigidly stick to the route, but not today. Sod it. Rather than a different sort of riding day. I'll tell you one thing I've learnt today, and well, 2020, my bike handling skills aren't that great when it comes to riding off-road. When you Trans-Pennine Trail, that was a real wake up call, but I figure if I was to get a mountain bike and do a bit more mountain biking, well, more than 0%, I think it might be useful for general bike handling. Because on a road bike, you take so many things for granted. I was going through that muddy path earlier, and I was all over the place I was. Of course, it doesn't really help much that you're wearing cleats at the time. So where am I now? Let me tell you. Aylesby. Just going through the little Lincolnshire village of Aylesby. I'm going to be turning right into Laceby soon. But no, I won't. I'll be turning right soon. Not into the village itself, but a bit of off-road track. I'm hoping it's going to be okay on this bike. I don't really know for sure. If it's too much, I'll turn back and go through the village itself. Let's find out. And this time, I'll show you what it's like. At the back of Wybers Wood now. Just heading down the bit of a trail. Heads down to the River Freshney. I'm going to be turning right at some point up onto the main road. Gravel so far. Thought it was. Heading alongside the Peaks Parkway now, south towards New Waltham, in the general direction home. I've still got a bit of distance to do though. I know whether to cut this ride short and just head home, and perhaps do some more distance and stuff tomorrow. I think probably a better idea. For one day I'm going to go left there, left and right over the bridge. I've never been that way. Do you know when you're coming along a bike path, there's a dog walker, and the owner's like, come on dog puppy, come on puppy. Sometimes you wish they didn't bother. You would have got past so much easier. Well, just passed through the quiet streets of Grimsby and Cleethorpes, in towards Waith Lane now, and Grimsby. I know this is going to not come out on GoPro, but I can see a sliver of the sun just on its way down over the Lincolnshire wards there. It's a beautiful sight. Earlier on I was asking about what you're going to be doing during the lockdown, and I've been pretty much doing the same as the last lockdown, which means riding within my abilities, not doing anything too crazy, no big challenges which are push me out of my comfort zone, just nice easy rides, keeping the miles ticking over, because to me that's what matters the most. Consistency in training, and yeah, being safe out there. Did you watch last cycle chat with Bruce Chastain? Bit of a perspective from somebody who repairs bikes, does loads of hacky things. If you've missed it, I'll stick a link in the corner if you want to watch it back. It's a really good one. This guy, Bruce, he converted a mountain bike into a gravel bike. I tell you what, he did a great job of it as well. Big skies here in Lincolnshire once again. But as you can see if you look behind me as well, clear, 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 clear. It's going to be a cold one again, which is not going to bode well for a long ride tomorrow, is it? It's supposed to be going mild in the next couple of days though. 6 and 7 degrees, woohoo! It's going to feel tropical. having to take it super careful on the roads now. The rain from well, yesterday, it's on the turn, starting to freeze over just a little bit. Just got this road to go down, a farm, a Grimsby farm, nip through there, and then another road just like this. Oh well, it's not quite as bad as this. I mean bad, I mean good. I mean, it's not so not so many potholes and things. It's just another quiet single track, and then I'm in Tedney. So that's all gritted roads. Then that's it, done. So before it goes and gets dark, I'm going to say my goodbyes. Got to concentrate for the last bit of the ride. I hope you enjoyed this one. Any questions? Stick them down below. For me, take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. I love cheeky little shortcuts like this.